Yo, what's going on? It's been a minute since I did a bag review because I've been so happy with the last one I reviewed, which is the Tomtoc T26. But now I've got kind of a new king, especially if you're looking to carry both a handheld PC and a Nintendo Switch or a Nintendo Switch 2. This bag kind of works for me, in my use case, works great for those. And it is the Alpaka Go Sling. It's a 5.5 liter everyday carry, and yeah, it's been hauling around my Ally X and my Switch 2 at the same time. The way it holds the Switch 2 is somewhat unconventional, and you'll see that in a bit. But as far as like materials and price go, I have the X Pack version, and the back is like the Axoflux, 600D like nylon. I do like the X Pack on this one. And when you compare the X Pack, this price to the X Pack at the Tomtoc, they're about the same. Um, so it's really just based on, if you want a little bit lower price, then you can go with the full Axoflux, or you can get the X Pack. What I like about the X Pack is it's lighter, but it's thinner, and so I feel like you almost have more space to pack out. But then if you're really packed out, you do kind of get you can get like jagged edges that are kind of like poking out and whatnot. But again, it just kind of all comes down to preference. About this time on this one, this goes for around $90. It does go on sale often as low as about around $65, especially if you get it on Alpaka's outlet. So front pocket, again, YKK zipper, water resistant going on there. I do like that this isn't just a one dump pocket. It does have some organization with two dividers here, and then it has Alpaka's kind of magnetic strap there. When I pack this out, you'll see what goes into that. Back pocket, it's kind of somewhat hidden. You can tuck that zipper in and do a hidden back pocket. So if you want to put like your wallet or passport or something, you can. It's just a straight up dump pocket here, but it does have some nice dimension built into it. And again, just the gorgeous orange honeycomb ripstop material. And then the inner pocket. You've got the main kind of dump pocket here. You have a tablet pocket, or in my case, Switch 2 pocket. And then on this side, you've got two really great organization, two mesh zipper pockets that the zipper does go across, like it's not a separate zipper, it's one whole zipper for both pockets. So if you have something here, you got to zip that, and if you want the other side, you got to zip the whole thing. I don't mind that in the slightest. I just like that there's actually some organization up here at the top, where a lot of slings like this, it's just kind of, you dump things in and then you don't really use this space. So actually, like, they've got space up there for your a couple of smaller items, and then some larger pockets there at the bottom. So as far as pack and organization goes, that's kind of what you're looking at. It does have a handle here. It feels pretty good. It stays pretty flush to the bag when not in use. And then as far as the carry strap goes, very easy to get on and off. It has these, and what I like is, like, it's pretty uniform. You flip these up when you want to put the strap on, and then they just click into place like that. And when you're done, you got this button here. Release that out. Guess I need two hands. And then you can tuck that kind of back in like that. I like tucking it in like that versus up like that, because it'll kind of like hang and get flimsy. And if anyone's ever tucked anything before, you don't want it hanging and flimsy. Anyway, so yeah, we'll get into the how I pack this out and how I really liked it for traveling. So I'm going to start with the back pocket here. I kind of call this my power pocket. I have my this is a 2500 milliamp hour from INUI. I really like the size of this because it's 25,000 milliamp hour. It will charge my Ally X to full 1 to 1.5 times. One time if I'm playing it while using it. It does have the option for 100-watt output, and it comes with a 100-watt charging cable that just attaches to the brick itself. So that's really nice. Got another one from INUI here. This one's 20,000. It does 65 watt. I use this mainly for my Switch, my phone, earbuds, or my Olight charger, which I didn't have the Olight on the desk, so we'll show that too, because it's still tucked away nicely in the bag. And then 100-watt charger just to charge everything that's needed, and a cable for the charging brick. So back of the pack is just kind of the power pocket. Zip that up. I'm going to go to the front of the pack now, and I just have my field notes in here. Here's the magnetic clip I was talking about. Alpaka does this on a lot of their bags, but you just clip that on, boom, clip it off, boom. So it's nice to have, and I can just get it, you know, the small things, keys, whatever you want to put in there. And then here's where the controversy is going to come in. This is how I stash the Switch. So I may or may not use this Joy-Con case, depending on where I'm going or what I'm doing. If I'm just kind of around the house, going to and from maybe, you know, family or whatever, I will take them out and I'll just slide them in here. And then that's kind of what I keep in the front pocket. And if I'm going to be like maybe going through an airport or traveling, I'll throw them in here for a little bit extra protection. And then we've got the top zippered pockets here. I just throw in earbuds, Olight charger, which now that we're on the Olight charger, here is the Olight pen that I use. I actually really like this pen because it's both a pen, a flashlight with a couple different modes, and then it's also a laser pointer for, you know, your cats or children or whatever it might be. Cool thing too about the Olight is when you do have it, the pen out, you can turn it on and then you get a light with the pen. So if you need to write in the dark or whatever, you can. And then I just slide that into the pen loop here. And that tucks away pretty nicely up there, so much that I forgot that it was even there. This is just cleaning cloth, and this is my OCD tool. It's got a little crevice cleaner, so you can get into your controllers, Joy-Cons, you know, little cracks in your devices, and get those cleaned out, brush them out with a fine brush or larger, thicker brush. So we'll toss that in there. Zip this guy up, and that's what we have in there. Then I just have a couple of cleaning cloths. Put those in there. A couple of Switch. I got 8 Switch games in these little four cartridge carriers. I'll put those down there. I like to put my charging cable for my power brick down here, just to give the Ally X a little cushion when you put it down, so it's not kind of slamming on the Ally X itself. It's more the cable. And then the Switch tablet itself, we just put in the tablet pocket. Now the reason why I don't put the Joy-Cons on the Switch 2 and then put it in the tablet pocket is it's just too tight for my liking. It's really pressing on those Joy-Cons in there, and I don't like that at all, because it's pressing like right on where the handles for the Ally X are. So I'm sure you could drop the Switch 2 right here, and put something else back here. The Ally X will not fit back here, nor would anything else, because the Ally X is one of the smaller PC handhelds that's on the market right there. This probably isn't going to be great for, you know, a Legion Go, or something like, or something bigger than an Ally X. A big question is, will the Steam Deck fit? And unfortunately, the Steam Deck will not fit. Well, will it fit? Yes, it just will not fit well. So this is a Steam Deck with a kill switch case on it. I like having travel covers on all my things, so just like the screen and the Joy-Cons protected when I'm putting them inside a bag. I'm going to take the kickstand off, and let's see. I stand corrected, boys. The Steam Deck does fit. It is a tighter fit, but it fits. So great for the Steam Deck. And actually, because the Steam Deck is wider, the Switch 2 kind of just nestles right inside. It's wider but thinner, so the Switch 2 can just kind of nestle right inside there. So this is actually, surprise, surprise, really solid for the Steam Deck as well, even with the kill switch case on it. And then you could just toss the kickstand in front pocket or wherever. So it does fit a Steam Deck. That is awesome. Throw my Ally X in there though. Zip all this up. And there you go. Boom. Really like it. It holds quite a bit of stuff. It looks really nice. It self-stands this way. You can also lay it down and access everything out this way. So yeah, really liking that. I think it looks really nice. When we compare it to the last bag that I talked about, this was my favorite bag for such a long time, and that is the Tomtoc T26. I like the Alpaka better. I just like the Tomtoc's more kind of like a pill, like tactical shape. It gets really kind of bottom heavy because it doesn't have those same organization at the top, so everything just kind of sits at the bottom, and the hardware is not quite as nice, and I don't feel like the look is quite as nice either. And it's a bit heavier, but that's only because this is X-Pack and this is not. This does come in an X-Pack variant, and they are about the same price. This may be even cheaper if you can find it on a good sale. I don't see these go on sale often, so I honestly think that the Alpaka is kind of the better value, both in materials and just the way it packs out. But again, it kind of all boils down to practice, right? Like, this is going to carry my Ally X and my Switch 2. This will not carry my Ally X and Switch 2. This is more weather resistant, but again, that's because of the materials. And this has a little bit better organization, and again, it can hold both of those consoles. So basically everything I play, I can take with me wherever I go. And yeah, the way I'm getting the Switch 2 in there is a little unconventional, but it fits. So it works for me. It may not work for you, but I do like how it's been working for me the last couple trips I've taken, and even just in-laws and whatnot. One thing I haven't talked about is, you see this little loop here. Alpaka does sell a separate stabilizer strap, so when you have this around your back, you can have that stabilizer strap to really like hug it in tight. The strap that it comes with, though, it feels really good on my shoulder. Like, I really love how this sits when I'm wearing it. I've taken it a couple places, and it snaps on very easily, and then the buckle itself here is just magnetic, so that also goes on easy and off easy. But there it is, the Alpaka Go Sling, and really enjoy it. So I hope you guys like the video, and I hope you're out if you're looking for the same thing. See ya.